The music industry has always been full of competition, but sometimes the most powerful rivalries are the ones that happen quietly, behind the scenes. One of the most fascinating stories in modern hip-hop is the silent tension between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, two of the biggest artists of their generation. Fans have often debated who truly stands at the top of rap, but the deeper story of their rivalry is far more complex than most people realize. Years ago, when both artists were still rising stars, they actually showed each other respect. Drake was dominating the charts with emotional hits and melodic rap, building a global fan base that stretched far beyond hip-hop. Kendrick Lamar, on the other hand, was earning praise from critics for his powerful storytelling, complex lyrics, and socially conscious music. Many people believed they represented two completely different sides of rap, Drake the hitmaker, Kendrick the lyricist. At first, their paths seemed friendly. Kendrick even appeared on Drake's Take Care album, and it looked like the two artists could exist in the same space without conflict. But in hip-hop, competition is never far away. The culture itself pushes artists to prove they are the best, and sometimes a single verse can change everything. That moment arrived in 2013 when Kendrick Lamar delivered a now legendary verse on the song Control. In the track, Kendrick didn't hold back. He mentioned several rappers by name, including Drake, and declared that his goal was to outshine all of them. It wasn't exactly an insult, but it was a clear challenge. The verse instantly shook the hip-hop world. Fans and media began asking the same question: how would Drake respond? Drake later spoke about the verse in interviews, and while he tried to sound calm, many listeners felt there was tension beneath his words. He acknowledged Kendrick's talent but suggested that calling out names didn't automatically make someone the king of rap. The moment quietly sparked one of the most interesting rivalries in modern music. What made the situation even more fascinating was that neither artist launched a direct war. Instead of obvious diss tracks, the competition often appeared through subtle lines, competitive releases, and the constant battle for cultural dominance. Drake continued to break streaming records and dominate radio charts, proving his unmatched popularity. Kendrick Lamar focused on crafting albums that critics called masterpieces, winning awards and earning respect as one of the greatest lyricists of the era. Their careers began to feel like two different strategies for greatness. Drake represented commercial power, hit after hit, global tours, and a massive fan base. Kendrick represented artistic prestige, deeply meaningful albums that pushed hip-hop forward as a cultural force. Fans started dividing into two camps, arguing endlessly over who truly deserved the crown. At times, the tension resurfaced in small ways. Lines and songs were analyzed by fans looking for hidden shots. Interviews were carefully examined for subtle comments. But both artists remained strategic. Instead of openly attacking each other, they allowed the competition to exist in a more mysterious form, almost like a chess match where every move was carefully calculated. The truth is that rivalries have always fueled hip-hop history. From legendary battles in the 1990s to modern streaming wars, competition pushes artists to improve, to innovate, and to prove themselves. The quiet rivalry between Drake and Kendrick Lamar has done exactly that. Their presence in the industry has raised the standard for everyone around them. Some fans believe the rivalry is purely artistic, two great performers trying to outdo each other. Others believe there is real tension behind the scenes that the public rarely sees. Whatever the truth may be, the story continues to fascinate millions of listeners around the world. Today, both Drake and Kendrick Lamar remain giants in the music world. Their styles are different, their strategies are different, but their influence is undeniable. And perhaps that's what makes this rivalry so powerful. It isn't built on loud arguments or constant diss tracks. It lives in the music itself, in every chart battle, every award season, and every debate among fans about who truly represents the future of hip-hop. In the end, the quiet competition between Drake and Kendrick Lamar might be one of the most important rivalries of the modern era. Not because of public drama, but because of what it represents: two extraordinary artists pushing each other, directly or indirectly, to reach even greater heights. And as long as both continue making music, the debate about who stands on top may never truly end.